Okay, students, so we're back and we got some goofy problems. We're not doing any two-column proofs, but we got some goofy algebra problems. Why am I saying goofy? Well, just look at all these lines, all right? Kind of looks weird, kind of looks quirky. So what I like to always do is just emphasize stuff. Let's emphasize the parallel lines, and let's just emphasize one of these two other lines and see what happens. All right? Now, focusing on this, I can see that I'm not looking at x or 45 or the other stuff. I can see that y in 85, y is equal to 85. I can tell immediately by emphasizing stuff. Why? Because of the corresponding angles postulate. All right. Similarly, now if I extend this line and focus on the other stuff I have, I can tell that x and 45, they're the same. They're going to equal each other. Why? Alternate interior angles. Okay? So when something looks goofy, just press pause, analyze it, emphasize the things we need to look at, and then you can go from there. All right? Cool beans. Same thing over here. All right, let's see if I can do this, because let me see. Give me a second. Copy, paste image. I think some of you guys will appreciate if it looks almost like this. Now let me make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Why did I do it like this? Because look at this. Some neat stuff. If I emphasize these parallel lines, it just looks a little bit more traditional. All I did was rotate it. That's what we're talking about in the next unit is rotations. But let's just focus on this stuff over here. 2x, that's 90 degrees. This angle right here, 2x and 90 degrees, they're consecutive interior angles. All right, so I know that they're going to be supplementary. Oops. So I'm going to subtract 90 from both sides. 2x equals 90, so x equals 45. All right, similarly, if I emphasize this transversal, I can see that 6y and 3y, they're also consecutive interior angles, so I know that they're going to be supplementary. So again, it looks quirky, but if you just isolate the information, emphasize some lines, things aren't as bad as they seem. Okay, so that's how you do that problem right there. And again, what do I like about math? There's plenty of ways to do similar problems. Okay. And again, it's probably better if you can just look at it like this and solve the problem. But if you have to rotate it, you can even rotate your iPad or a piece of paper, whatever you're doing this on, to make it look more like this, something a little bit more traditional. Like this. This is extremely goofy. Like, I don't know where to start. What should I do? Well, let's do this. A couple ways to do it. Let's rotate it. Let's just make it look a little bit more familiar. Rotate it like that. And let me rotate a little bit more. I don't think I can. Okay, it's done rotating. Kind of got stuck. Oh well. Anyways, extend the parallel lines. Let me extend it like this now. All right. We can see that we have 65 and x. So I immediately know that x is 65 degrees. All right, x is 65 degrees because of the corresponding angles postulate. Well, what about y? I'm a little stuck. I got this triangle on the bottom. I got this 55 kind of floating out. They're not vertical. Y is not vertical with 55. I don't know really what to do, so let's just kind of ramble. Well, 55 and that angle right there, those are vertical angles. So that's 55 degrees as well. Okay. So from here, what do? Well, kind of like what I made up earlier. I say this every now and then. I should publish it, take credit for it. Is we got another linear triple. All right. We got 65, we got 55, and we got y. They're three angles that are supplementary. So 65 plus 55 plus y equals 180. A bunch of math occurs. I'm going to get 120 plus y equals 180, or y equals 60. So again, kind of quirky, kind of goofy, but we know stuff about vertical angles, we know stuff about corresponding angles postulate. You just got to figure out what information you have and what path to take. All right? Ooh, look at this doozy. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking in my boots. Last problem, then we got some Canvas problems and some follow-up. Okay? So again, look at this. We got all these parallel lines. This is a parallel line to this and that. Okay? Let's just do this though. Let's focus on this top stuff. All right? We know that these angles, 60 and 2x minus y, that's going to be 60 and 2x minus y. Those are consecutive interior angles, so we know that they're supplementary. So I'm just going to say 60 plus 2x minus y equals 180. All right, that's going to be my first equation I set up. Next, I can kind of focus on stuff over here. This transversal, well, now this angle, 2x plus y and 40, 2x plus y and 40 are also consecutive interior angles, so they're also supplementary. So I can say 2x plus y plus 40 equals 180. Cool beans. All right, now what do I do from here? All right, well, I think in a previous video we did substitution. If you can remember from algebra, we can also do elimination. So what's that? As I'm going to do 60 plus 2x minus y equals 180. I'm going to add the other equation, 2x plus y plus 40 equals 180. Okay? And it's important that I combine like terms. What do I mean by that? We got 60 and 40. We got 100. We got 2x and 2x. So we got a 4x. Now the y's, we got negative y plus y equals 0. So that's actually cancels. And then we got 180 plus 180. So it equals 360. Okay, this is great right here. I just created a new equation, equation 3, and I'm going to solve for x in equation 3, and then things are going to start to fall into place. I'm going to subtract both sides by 100. I'm going to get 260. 260 divided by 4 is 65. So x equals 65, and then all I got to do to find y is plug it back in. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. Again, this is a challenge problem. This is a hard problem. Would you be able to do this by yourself? Maybe a few of you, but I think a lot of you would need help. But nothing wrong with doing hard problems. It's good to do hard problems. It helps us practice our skills, get good at things, so on and so forth. But a bunch of maths occurring. And y equals 10. That's it. That's the punchline. All right. Good work today. Make sure you do your Canvas problems and have a good rest of your day.